Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 back here again for day 2 of my San Jose vlog that I'm doing right now. If you guys haven't seen part 1 of this vlog, I recommend you guys do so because I went to the San Jose, it's called the Silicon Valley Comic-Con, where I met a very special person and got a special autograph and everything like that, and you know, a little, you know, something else. Yay. So like, make sure you guys check out that part of the video, link in the description box. But my night isn't over yet. I just changed my shirt, gonna be heading out, so come along with me and let's see what the night has in store for us. Got out of my hotel room, heading on out to the front of the Wyndham Gardens Hotel, because I have a car waiting for me. To go where, you may ask? I don't know, let's find out. Finally made it on over to my next destination with the main man himself, Arash. What's up, bro?
Well, I found this woman. She's very pretty, but I'm not sure.
Hey, I thought I found her.
You did find her, man. There you go.
Yo, how you doing? What's going on?
Welcome to San Jose, California. I'd like to officially welcome you as the mayor of these streets on my own level. Yeah. Welcome. Let's have a good time tonight.
All right,
okay?
All right, let's go.
What's your Instagram?
No.
What?
What is it?
Kayax3.
How do you spell that?
Kayax3. Do not follow me.
Do not follow me.
No.
Then why do I say it, man?
Yeah, she's crazy. But let's get on in there and experience the night, man. Yo, so Kaya, what are we doing right now? What are we doing? Where's Arash? You were leaving him?
No. We are gonna go dance because that's what our bodies are telling us to do.
I know, we have to dance. We have to be alive.
We have to be alive.
So what's your favorite kind of dance music?
Anything that makes me want to dance.
Wait, anything that makes you want to shake your butt?
Anything that makes me want to dance.
Oh, okay.
I don't really shake my butt because I don't have one.
I do. Or I used to. Alright, let's go dance. Well guys, wakey, eggs and bakey. It is the next day. The sun is out, the birds are chirping. I have about 7 hours to kill before my flight back home. So I think I'm gonna try to hit the town a little bit of San Jose, you know, like take Ubers around or Lyfts around and see if I can find some cool weird places around town, maybe some video shops. Well guys, I'm pretty much packed up right now, about to get up out of here. Can't forget my phone, and oh, wait a minute, definitely can't forget this. I have to pack this away, of course. Well guys, at my first destination of the day, Streetlight Records. I was told about this place by like a couple of people that, you know, I met at the convention yesterday, like I said. And it's a place that sells, they said, sells DVDs, Blu-rays, CDs, you know, a bunch of nerdy things. So I'm gonna be heading on in there and seeing if I can find anything cool. Wow, dude, check out this layout of the store. There's like CDs, records, DVDs, Blu-rays. It's like a nerd heaven in here. It's kind of like, it kind of has like the old school Tower Records look to it. I'm so glad a couple of viewers told me about this place. So I'm gonna be looking around. Hopefully I find something cool. Well guys, I'm over here in the horror section that they have of like their DVDs and stuff. I'm gonna see if I can find some like out of print ones here. Cause it goes on and on and on. Man, this horror section is nuts. And this is only the DVD versions of them. Guys, I'm over here in the wrestling section right now. And I came across this monster box set called WrestleMania. Like, what is this? It's only like 40 bucks and it's super big and super cool looking. I wonder what this is. Is this like VHS? Oh shit, it is. It's like the VHS collection of like old school WrestleManias. That is pretty damn cool, man. If I didn't have them all on DVD already, I would probably jump up on this right here. Holy shit, that's cool. Well guys, still in Starlight Video, I got excited for a second because I came across Unsolved Mysteries over here on DVD. I'm like, oh shit, what? And then I looked it up. This is the one that's only worth like 16 bucks. Man. And they even have like VHSs like underneath like the, you know, the main stuff. Like if you look throughout the thing, there's like VHSs and CDs and stuff, you know, throughout this thing. It's kind of cool to have like a mixture of almost everything here. The prices are kind of on point, like they kind of sort of know what things are going for. Wait, what is this? The Crew? Wait a minute, is this a movie that the Crew made a long time ago? Nope, this ain't it. But yeah guys, this place is pretty cool. It has a lot of, like I said, a mixture of everything media related. And I really do think this used to be like an old Tower Records, because back in the day Tower Records used to have these old school listening stands where like you can like, you know, press #1 to listen to CD #1 that's in the player. You know what I mean? And just kind of like, you know, rock out and listen to the beats before you can like actually buy the CD and stuff. You don't really see this stuff that often anymore. Well guys, I'm at my next destination of the day. Another place a viewer of mine told me about yesterday at the convention. This San Jose Flea Market. So let's head on in there, see if they have any cool DVDs, Blu-rays, or movie memorabilia. Yeah, walking in here now. I don't know how big this thing is gonna be, but who knows? It could be a pretty big swap meet. From what I was told, it's a decent size. Came across the very first booth I saw that had movies in it, and I was told they're $2 each or 3 for $5. So let's see if I can find anything cool in here. This one right here is, I always liked watching, you know, growing up and stuff, and it has good memories with me because it's the movie I saw when I went on my very first date back in the, you know, back when I was in school and stuff with this girl that liked me back then and everything. But let's see if we can find anything over here. Well, that first booth I was at was pretty good to me. I found a couple of things in there. But still walking through to see if we find anything else. Well, came across some Blu-rays and boxes and some DVDs and things. Let's see how much these ones are going for, and if I can find anything, you know, kind of cool, like a special deal or something on anything. So let's look through here and see what's up, man. Santa Paws, ooh. But like I said, most of the time you see like just generic stuff like Harry Potter's, you know, Twilights and different things at places like this, like kind of like beating up, you know, Green Lantern stuff. But hey, whatever. Let's see if they have anything cool in this one. But as you can see, there sure is a lot of people at this one. A lot of people. Well guys, I just got out of the swap meet. Found 2 things up in there. But now I'm heading off to my next destination. Alright, at my next destination of the day, Rasputin Music. This place sells DVDs, CDs, all sorts of stuff, I was told. So let's head up in there and see if I can find something cool. Cause that first place I went to today, they knew all their prices were on point. You know what I mean? Nothing was like a super good deal. But let's go in here, see if they got something. Oh wow guys, I guess San Jose is the place to be if you want to come to like old school record shops. You know, like places that have aisles and aisles of DVDs and Blu-rays, CDs, records. Let's go through this stuff and see if we find anything cool. Dude, this is dope. I don't see places like this that often. You know what I mean? Like newer ones, places like I've never been to before. So like I'm gonna nerd out. You know, I'm just gonna capture little glimpses in here and there. This store, of course, has different sections, like TV show section with the really cool little, you know, artwork and stuff, and drama section and everything. And there's a horror section down there. I'll be going there in just a moment. But I'm still just walking through these aisles, just in amazement of how awesome this place is. Well guys, in the horror section right now, taking a look at some of the stuff that they have. They have this Blair Witch Project special limited edition collector's set that has like a little necklace in there. I don't know how good you can see it. It's like, you know, a necklace of like the stuff that you see on the trees and everything. And oh, it has the movie, the necklace part 2 movie, and like a PC game or something. I don't think I've never seen this before, but that's 10 bucks. But like, as I was walking around here, they have Camp Blood, you know, David Sterling's classic right here. They have a couple of them in here. But I'm trying to see, like, you know, if they have anything rare that you just don't see that often. You know what I mean? Like something that's maybe out of print or something, but let's see. Yeah, not really much horror related wise in the DVD area. Let's check the Blu-ray side, which is this whole wall to the very end. This is pretty cool. If I buy any 5 used Blu-rays, I get $5 off. They even have a section, guys, of like rows and rows of DVDs that are $195. Like there's a row there, another row here, and oh, just more regular DVDs and different things. It just keeps going and going and going. Alright guys, I'm still in Rasputin right now. I have like a handful of things I'm thinking about getting, but I think I'm only going to go with the 1, maybe 2 right here, because like I really don't need this, you know what I mean, like Rough Night and stuff, and like I don't even know why I was having these ones in my hand for it. You know, I'm just like, I'll put them down. I don't need to go for the special just because there's a special. But also, guys, Rasputin has a lot of cool, you know, CD soundtracks over here that I've been looking at, like Night at the Roxbury, of course, with Chris Kattan and Will Ferrell. Like, what is love, 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 baby? Don't hurt me, don't hurt me. You know, and I've been looking through here. They even have like, you know, New York Undercover soundtrack to that TV show that was on back in the 90s, and of course. You know that, come on now and then soundtrack. I have this one already, of course, and I also have the soundtrack to like the original like score of that movie. But I've been looking through here just trying to see if I can find some really cool, like, you know, soundtracks and stuff. I have found a couple already. They're not like super cool, but like it's stuff that I like listening to when I'm like laying down and, you know, just like chilling out and stuff. This is a pretty good soundtrack too. This movie's amazing if you guys have never seen it before. Once, if you like musicals, you guys will really dig it. But yeah, I've been in here for a while now, just, you know, looking through stuff, and I only found like 1 or 2 Blu-ray DVD things. Well guys, just got out of the Rasputin music store up in there. Looked around in there for a long time. Got a couple of things. Nothing, you know, amazing, but one thing is kind of cool, and the other stuff is just kind of like whatever stuff that I just listen to or whatever. But I'll show you guys all the stuff that I get in a little bit. But right now, I just ordered my Lyft to take me on over to the airport to get me back home to Hollywood, California. Well, my Lyft driver just dropped me off. I'm at Southwest. Gotta head on in and get the hell out of here. Well guys, my flight has been delayed. It's like 10-15 minutes, but we mustn't dwell. It's April 8th. It's Rex Manning Day, the day I'm filming this right now.
Answer, right? We're fine. If you are in emergency exit seat, please review the exit seat requirements and operating instructions for our Boeing 737-700 on that safety information card. If you do not meet all of the stuff on the card, the selection criteria, please let one of us know right now so that we can reseat you. So that we may push back from the gates, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure, once you're in your seatbelts are fastened.
Well guys, just got off my flight. Let's head on home, and I'll show you guys a couple things that I picked up today. Alright everyone, I'm home now from my 2-day adventure out there in San Jose. But I'm about to show you guys the stuff I picked up today in this video, and also going to talk to you guys about my experience and how it was meeting Christina Ricci. But I'm going to show you guys the 2 things I picked up at the swap meet or flea market I was at today. Both of these Blu-rays were $2 each. First one was a film starring Shailene Woodley, and that is The Spectacular Now on Blu-ray right here. I like the actress. And the other thing I picked up over there at the swap meet at the same table, I was just like, you know what? This is probably a really good deal, because 1, I haven't seen the second film, I don't think, and 2, I haven't seen the original film in since I was a kid, and that is Tron, the original Tron and Tron Legacy 3D Blu-ray here with the slipcover for that matter, and the discs are all in good condition and everything like that. And for $2, I couldn't pass up on this, because I remember the time, there was a time when the original Tron came out on DVD. I think it was like a 2-disc box set, and that went out of print a long time ago. I don't know if this is out of print or not, but for $2 for a Disney Blu-ray, I'm like, I can't pass that up. I got these next items at what's it called again? Rasputin Records out there in San Jose. I got some 3 soundtracks and 1 Blu-ray, and one of the soundtracks I got was to the movie Car Wash. It was $3.95 or whatever. You know, the movie Car Wash with like Richard Pryor, George Carlin, stuff from the 70s. I always liked the music from that movie. And the other one I got was Glee Volume 4. here. I don't know. I like the Glee soundtracks. I have the first one already. Now I have 4 and now 7, volume 7 of the Glee TV show soundtracks and everything. Each of those I believe were like $195 a piece. And the other thing, the last thing I picked up on my little Blu-ray hunting adventure, a movie I was just like surprised to see, because I know it came out on Blu-ray, but I was surprised to see it in a store because this is the first time I've ever seen it in a store, and that is The Good Son. Right here, you know, with Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood from like the 90s and stuff. When Macaulay Culkin was a bad boy doing some really crazy stuff in there. The price was pretty much what it goes for online. It was $20 pretty much, and brand new. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna get up on this now while I see it in the store. But yeah, guys, that's all I picked up over there in San Jose, you know, movie hunting wise and stuff like that. Now on to my, you know, my experience and how it was, you know, meeting Christina Ricci and going to Silicon Valley Comic-Con and everything like that. I brought a handful of other things, you know, to get signed by some of the guests that were there and everything like that. But the pricing on some of this stuff, because originally on the website for this convention, they, you know, they had prices set and everything like that, you know, at certain numbers, and I was just like, oh, okay, that's still kind of a lot, you know, for some of this, for a lot of these people. But then when I went to the convention itself, a lot of when you go up to their tables and stuff, a lot of the prices were higher one day, and then the next day it was a little bit lower, and then like on the website it said something different. It was just kind of like a weird, it felt like they were like price gouging people when it comes to stuff. But these are some of the things I brought to get signed. I brought my favorite movie of all time, The Goonies, to get signed because Sean Astin was there. But I just couldn't in my right mind pay $75 for him to, you know, to scribble his name, you know, on my Blu-ray here, and then for like a photo op with him was like another $75 to $80. I'm like, I can't, you know, I can't do that. I know I went on the trip and everything, but I just, you know, even if I was rich and I had all the money in the world, I'd be like, I just can't. You know what I mean? I just can't do that. But I also brought Gold Diggers, The Secret of Bear Mountain. You know, I brought that because I didn't know which one I wanted to get signed or anything like that. I already had this from a long time ago from I think it was like a mail away thing, or like Christina Ricci had a, you know, like a fan club or something back in the day. I forgot exactly what it was and how I obtained that and everything, but I didn't get that one signed. But I also brought this over because I know Chris Kattan, you know, from this movie Night at the Roxbury, Corky Romano, and SNL was gonna be there. But then at his table it said it's $50 for an autograph, and I'm like, I can't do that, you know. And then it's another $50 for a picture. But then, you know, I went there as press and everything like that. And then when I talked to him for a moment or two on video, as you guys saw in the previous video, which the link for it will be in the description box. And right after I talked to him for the video, I'm like, is that okay if I get a picture too? He's like, yeah, sure. And that didn't cost anything, but like it was kind of cool. But like at the same time, if you want an autograph and a picture, it's both. It's like $100 for like the people that just go there. Next up, I'm gonna talk about my Christina Ricci experience here. You know, she had a photo opportunity at this convention. You couldn't get selfies with her at the table or anything like that. Some of the celebrities on Celebrity Row were, you know, that's how the convention was. You know what I mean? Like if you wanted a picture with them, you have to do the photo op. You can't do it with your own camera. It's kind of a weird thing. They want you to pay for the autograph. They want you to pay for another picture. It's kind of like a racket in a way. But I got to, you know, get my photo op with Christina and stuff. I don't normally do that kind of stuff at all. This is the very first time I ever got a photo op, you know, with a celebrity, you know, at a convention and stuff. And she's my #1, you know, celebrity crush of all time, especially when I was growing up. You know, in the 90s and stuff, you know, in Casper, Now and Then, Gold Digger, Secret of Bear Mountain, Buffalo 66, even, just to let you guys know, if I didn't put it in the Q&A, because I didn't film all of it, when she made the movie Buffalo 66, it was probably, she said, her worst movie experience of all time making that. She was like, just like completely, you know, she didn't like the experience whatsoever working with Vincent Gallo and everything like that. She said originally when she was offered the role, she was asked not to come with any parental guidance or any you know, business people. Vincent Gallo wanted her to come alone to the set and all that kind of stuff. She had like a really weird experience with him, as she talked about, you know, on stage and during the Q&A and things. But I had a moment or a couple moments with her when I for the photo op and stuff. Because originally when we took a couple pictures, and I went out to take a look at them. The first one was kind of out of focus, and two, the second one, my lazy eye was doing all crazy sorts of stuff. And it's still kind of doing kind of crazy like in here and everything, but she was just very sweet, very kind, and the convention people were kind enough to let me go in there and retake a picture three times, and this was the third one right here and everything like that. She was very kind and everything like that. And right after I got that picture, a little while later, she went to she was at her table signing autographs and stuff. And I brought my Now and Then DVD, which I already had signed by Thora Birch right here. And you can't see, it's kind of dark. It's like in purple or something right here. But then Christina signed it in gold. She put CRII on there and everything. And I got that signed from her. So now I have two of the cast members signed one of my favorite movies of all time. Growing up as a kid and everything. My sister too. She loved that movie. But I went up to her, to her table, just with my fingers crossed in hopes that I can maybe talk, ask her a question or two, like I did with the other celebrities, in the videos that I do, like going out to places, like nothing major, not like a big in-depth interview or anything like that, what's gonna take up a lot of time, like a minute maybe at most, kind of thing. And I go up to her table. Already you can't have selfies, or you can't really have your phones out to be videotaping or taking pictures of even her at the table, kind of thing. There's like like the convention security people, and then like her like business people that are sitting at the table with her, kind of thing. It's kind of like people everywhere, so people like have their eyes on everybody. It's like that for the other guests on Celebrity Row that I saw and stuff. But I just, I had to go up there and ask. I'm like, would it be okay if I asked you a question or two? For my YouTube vlog, I'm covering the event as press and everything, just like a minute at most, of your time. But then before she can answer, her people were like, no, sorry, no interviews, no nothing, no. Like, I'm like, okay, calm down. That's all you have to say is no. But it's just kind of like the way it happened. Like it didn't like ruin my, my experience or anything, because she was still very nice and sweet and kind and everything like that. But I have to be honest with you guys. Out of all the people that I've met and done things with and talked to on videos and different things, I would have expected, to be. Because like when I found out about her being at this convention, I was like, holy shit, my my #1 movie star celebrity crush is gonna be at a convention. I'm gonna be able to meet her. Holy shit! And like the kid inside of me and the excitement was just like, holy shit, this is good. This is gonna happen. What? And then like even as I was going to the convention, I was like, oh shit, this is dope. I'm like, I couldn't like think straight and all that kind of thing. But as soon as I saw her walk out, and then like the experience around everything else, it kind of faded. Like it wasn't all excitement as I was talking to her at the table and even at the photo op and stuff. Like I don't know what it was. Like I still like her. There was nothing she did that ruined any experience. But like the feeling I had of excitement was there. But before I went to the convention, and then when I met her, it didn't feel like it carried on, if you know what I'm trying to say here. You know what I mean? There's people that I've met, like, Ernie Reyes Jr. I was very excited, to talk to him, and like Thomas Ian Nicholas, when I see him again after the first time I saw him, like the nostalgia and the kid, feeling inside me, like I feel it, like really strong. But like, I probably sound kind of stupid trying to explain what I'm saying here, but like, I was still starstruck, but it wasn't. I don't know how to explain the feeling I felt. You know what I mean? Because like she's my #1 celebrity crush. At least when I was growing up and stuff. But then, like meeting her, she's very nice and very kind. But it just didn't it didn't really bring those feelings that I get when I'm hanging out with some of these other people or meeting some of these other celebrities that I've loved growing up as a kid. But I still had a nice experience nonetheless. I still don't like conventions and how they double dip and charge people for autographs and then charge people for photo ops and all sorts of like different things like that and everything. It was still a very enjoyable time going to the convention and everything. It's definitely not one of the better conventions, you know, I've been to, or anything like that. Even when it comes to like vendor wise, it just felt kind of not massive, but just kind of, you know, really small, kind of contained kind of thing. You know, nerds like me, you know, we kind of enjoyed it. I just wish there was more like movie booths selling DVDs, Blu-rays, and things like that. There was only one booth there that was doing it, selling like, you know, bootlegs and things. But all in all, I did have a great time there. But I just wanted to, you know, talk about my experience and how it was, you know, meeting Christina Ricci, very sweet, kind girl, and everything like that. And I'm glad I had my moment, or I had a moment with her during the photo op, and a moment with her, you know, at the table. It wasn't just like a sign and go thing. I was able to talk for a moment or two and things like that, telling her, you know, how I grew up watching her movies and things. I didn't say like, you know, I have the biggest crush on you, as you know, growing up and stuff, or anything like that. But I really do appreciate you guys watching and subscribing to my channel and everything like that. And I hope you guys enjoy the videos that I do. But thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys all for the next video, which should be the Monsterpalooza Madness. I'm going to be going there this weekend, getting all sorts of crazy. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you next time.